GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Our top story tonight, a boil water advisory affecting parts of Ballston while the air quality health advisory remains in place across the capital region. Traffic is clear and the Saratoga County Fair kicks off Thursday with a patriotic theme. Over to you, Diana.
Sunset Saturdays at the Saratoga Casino Hotel run every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., offering live acoustic performances by regional musicians.
Each evening includes a rotating lineup of local food trucks serving gourmet bites, while the outdoor patio provides complimentary family-friendly seating and a view of the lake.
Admission is free for all ages, and children can join the weekend craft corner where volunteers guide them in creating hand-painted souvenir coasters.
Sunset Saturdays will continue through early September, drawing music lovers and families alike. Lots to get to, let's begin tonight. Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Yesterday, the Saratoga County Department of Health issued a boil water advisory covering portions of the town of Ballston, and the order remains in force today. Officials say the measure is needed to protect households and businesses after testing revealed concerns with water quality. Residents in the affected zones are being asked to bring tap water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute before drinking, cooking, or washing dishes. The advisory also applies to any water used for infant formula, pet care, and cleaning surfaces. Health officials will continue to monitor the system and will lift the advisory once tests confirm safety. Several restaurants and small businesses have already adjusted operations, and nearby schools are advising parents to provide bottled water for students. In the meantime, local authorities are distributing informational flyers and posting notices at town halls and libraries to keep the public informed.
Capital Region health officials say the air quality health advisory remains in force as lingering smoke from Canadian wildfires continues to drift over the area, including Saratoga County. The advisory, first issued on July 16th, warns that particulate levels are still elevated enough to pose health risks, particularly for people with asthma, chronic bronchitis, or other respiratory conditions. Officials recommend that those sensitive to poor air quality stay indoors, keep windows closed, and avoid strenuous outdoor exertion until conditions improve. Schools and outdoor recreation programs have been asked to monitor local readings and adjust activities as needed. The state's Department of Environmental Conservation is tracking smoke plumes and expects air quality to fluctuate throughout the week. Residents are urged to stay informed through official alerts and to consider using air purifying filters if they must remain inside for extended periods.
The Saratoga County Agricultural Society has rolled out the schedule for this year's county fair, set to open Thursday, July 21st at the Saratoga County Fairgrounds in Ballston Spa and run through Tuesday, July 26. The 6-day event will carry a patriotic theme to mark America's 250th anniversary, pairing traditional farm exhibits with live music, classic rides, and a fireworks finale. Organizers say families can expect daily animal shows, tractor pulls, craft markets, and a new barnyard carnival zone aimed at younger visitors. Food vendors will feature classic fair fare alongside locally sourced snacks, and a special Stars and Stripes parade is slated for Saturday evening. Anticipating a strong regional draw, the Society expects the fair to boost tourism and showcase the area's agricultural heritage throughout the week.
Today, the inaugural Albanian Heritage Festival is lighting up the capital region with a vibrant mix of music, food, and dance. Organizers say the celebration aims to showcase Albanian traditions and bring together locals and visitors for a shared cultural experience. Stages across the region feature traditional instruments, while food vendors offer dishes like fejese, bajrak, and baklava, drawing curious crowds. Dance troupes perform lively folk steps, and a community mural is being painted live to mark the event's first year. The festival, running through the weekend, highlights the growing diversity of the area and provides a platform for Albanian artists to share their heritage. Attendance has been strong since the opening ceremony, and organizers anticipate more families and tourists will join as the festivities continue. The atmosphere remains festive, with families strolling, children trying traditional games, and local businesses sponsoring the celebration.
New York State Police announced Tuesday that a high-speed chase on July 16th ended with the seizure of more than 500 pounds of marijuana and the arrest of 2 suspects in Saratoga County. The pursuit began in Warren County, crossed into Saratoga's rural fields and residential yards, and culminated after officers deployed a spike strip near the town of Ballston Spa. Both individuals were taken into custody without injury, and the large cannabis haul was loaded onto police transport for evidence processing. Detectives said the operation is part of a broader initiative to disrupt illegal drug trafficking across the capital region. No charges beyond possession and trafficking have been filed yet, and officials indicated further investigations will continue to identify any additional participants in the network. Saratoga County Sheriff's deputies coordinated with the troopers to secure the scene and preserve evidence. Later we'll spotlight the Sunday Stroll guided tour that run through September, plus a quick look at tomorrow's heat wave. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back. I'm glad you stayed with us. Now let's turn to Diana Hartwell for the latest local stories shaping our community today.
Every Sunday morning, the Saratoga Springs Preservation Foundation leads a free guided stroll through our historic neighborhoods. Starting at the Downtown Visitor Center, volunteers walk groups from 10:30 until noon, showcasing the distinctive architecture and stories that shape the village. The series runs through September 6th, giving both longtime residents and curious visitors a chance to learn about the brick facades, old churches, and hidden alleys that define our streets. Participants can ask questions and hear anecdotes about the homes that once hosted notable locals. Families, seniors, and school groups have turned the tour into a relaxed weekend outing, often followed by coffee at nearby cafes. With each tour, the foundation aims to deepen appreciation for the town's heritage while encouraging people to explore on foot rather than stay behind a windshield. The program remains active this summer, inviting anyone interested to join the next Sunday walk.
3 longtime friends have turned a high school reunion into a neighborhood fitness hub. Alec Lind, Chris Serafini, and Gordy Adams unveiled Winners Circle 518 this July, a club that schedules regular runs, group workouts, and casual socials for Saratoga Springs residents. The trio says the goal is simple: bring people together while encouraging healthier habits. Since its launch, members have gathered for sunrise jogs along the park trail, weekend boot camp sessions at the community center, and monthly potluck meetups at local cafes. Participation has risen steadily, with families, retirees, and college students all joining the mix. Meetings usually happen twice weekly, Wednesday evenings for strength circuits and Saturday mornings for distance runs. They also host occasional charity races, with proceeds supporting local youth sports. Organizers stress that the club remains open to anyone looking for a supportive, active routine, and they plan to add new activity slots as interest grows.
Tonight's preview looks at a community spirit event that's already generating buzz. The annual Jockeys vs. Horsemen charity basketball game returns for its 17th edition on August 5th at 7 p.m., hosted at the Saratoga Springs Recreation Center. Organized by the Saratoga Springs Recreation Center in partnership with the New York Racetrack Chaplaincy and the Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund, the matchup pits local jockeys against horsemen in a friendly competition. Hall of Fame jockeys will serve as coaches, guiding the teams as they vie for the court. Proceeds support chaplaincy programs and assistance for jockeys who have sustained permanent injuries, providing a vital safety net for families in our racing community. Residents can expect a lively evening of sport, camaraderie, and a chance to contribute directly to those who keep our tracks running.
On August 7th at 7 p.m., the Saratoga Jewish Cultural Festival will stream a virtual panel that dives into Hollywood's handling of the Holocaust. The discussion centers on the documentary Imaginary Witness and features filmmaker Daniel Anker alongside veteran actor Gene Hackman. Organized as part of the festival's educational lineup, the session invites viewers to consider how cinema shapes public memory of the tragedy. Attendees can join from home, logging in through the festival's website, and will have a chance to submit questions during the live. The event adds another cultural offering to the summer calendar, giving Saratoga residents a chance to engage with history through film without leaving the comfort of their living rooms. The festival, running through September, has highlighted Jewish art, music, and conversation all summer. Organizers note the panel will last 90 minutes, giving time for audience questions. Registration is open on the festival's portal.
iTheater Saratoga has opened registration for its summer youth theater camp, now accepting children 10 and up. The program runs Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. throughout July 2026 and is hosted at Saratoga Arts in Saratoga Springs. Camp participants will explore acting techniques, stagecraft, and a range of social topics through rehearsals held each weekday. Organizers say the camp offers a creative outlet and educational experience for local youth, giving them a structured space to develop confidence and collaboration skills. Parents can enroll their children online, with spots filling quickly as interest grows. Several elementary schools have already expressed interest in sending students to the camp. The initiative aims to enrich the summer schedule for families, providing a safe, engaging environment while fostering a love of theater among the town's younger residents.
Now let's turn to our forecaster for a quick look at tonight's conditions, right after this.
A strengthening western jet is capping the high pressure, keeping tonight dry and clear across Saratoga Springs. On this date, the all-time high reached 92 degrees in the summer of 2020, a spike that arrived during a lingering heat wave that pushed daily maxima well into the 90s across the Capital District. The all-time low sits at 55 degrees, recorded in the unusually cold snap of 2018 when an early Arctic front slipped southward. By contrast, the climatological average high hovers around 79 degrees and the average low near 57, so today's numbers sit comfortably between the historic extremes. Zooming in on the live radar, the screen is completely void of echoes across the capital region. The absence of precipitation reflects the high pressure that has settled over the area, reinforced by a swift western jet that is steering any lingering moisture far to the north. With the air mass remaining dry and stable, no rain will reach Saratoga Springs this evening, and the clear skies will persist through the night. At 6 p.m., the temperature sits at 79 degrees under a perfectly clear dome, humidity holding steady at 38%. A high-pressure ridge is now expanding eastward, its gentle ascent reinforcing the calm air and keeping clouds at bay. Overhead, a fast western jet streaming at 80 miles per hour slices the upper atmosphere, preventing any low-level disturbances from infiltrating the region. The wind is light, 11 miles per hour from the northwest with occasional gusts up to 20 miles per hour, but feels modest against the settled air. UV index registers at 7, and there are no active weather alerts. Tonight will remain clear, with temperatures slipping toward 57 degrees by sunrise, setting the stage for a mild overnight. Monday brings another stretch of high pressure, delivering a bright day with a high near 82 degrees and a low around 55, and the sky will stay clear from dawn to dusk. Tuesday's pattern shifts as a weak trough nudges a moist airstream inland, producing overcast conditions and roughly a 50% chance of rain, with temperatures moderating to a high of 77 and a low near 66. Wednesday repeats the rain potential, though the sky clears later, offering a high of 79 and a low again around 55. The brief showers will be scattered. Thursday returns to the dry regime, clear skies and a steady high of 79, low 55. Friday caps the week with another clear spell, high climbing to 82 and low settling near 59, keeping the weekend dry. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
We'll review traffic, preview the FIFA World Cup viewing parties at the racecourse, and hear about Slick Fiber's broadband expansion. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All major corridors are moving freely this afternoon. Interstate 90 remains open with traffic flowing at normal speed through the exit 24 and exit 26 ramps. US Route 23 through downtown shows no delays, and Route 120 north of the university is clear as well. The Saratoga Lake Loop and the downtown one-way streets are running smoothly, so commuters can stick to their usual routes. Expect a gradual rise in volume around the downtown core after 5 o'clock, as shoppers head to the village and schools let out. Drivers heading toward the fairgrounds should watch for a modest increase near the parking lot entrances around 6 o'clock. No construction or accidents are reported, and transit service is operating on schedule. Keep an eye on the weather front moving in from the west. A light drizzle could bring a few slick spots on the bridge over the river later this evening.
Tonight the biggest buzz is the FIFA World Cup 26 viewing parties at Saratoga Racecourse, where fans can catch every goal on big screens while the summer racing meat hums in the background. Perfect for a night of sport and community spirit. If you're craving culture, the New York City Ballet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, is playing now at SPAC, offering a spellbinding performance that brings world-class dance to our doorstep. Music lovers can head to Artisanal Brew Works for a live music fundraiser supporting Shelters of Saratoga, where great tunes pair with craft brews and a cause that hits close to home. And looking ahead, the Saratoga County Fair opens on July 22 at the fairgrounds, promising rides, food, and entertainment that will turn the whole county into a summer playground. Those are the highlights shaping our Sunday night in Saratoga Springs. And now here's James with sports.
Here's your mid-afternoon sports roundup, from the track to the local fields. The Saratoga Racecourse posted today's card, listing each horse, its jockey, and the posted odds for every race on Sunday, July 19th. Fans can review the full entry sheet to gauge the morning's betting landscape at the historic track. In the Frontier League, the Tri-City Valley Cats took the field against the Quebec Les Capitals at Stade CANAC on Sunday, July 19th. The matchup added another cross-border contest to the Valley Cats' summer schedule, drawing attention from local baseball enthusiasts. Freshman Evelyn Pilkington stepped up for the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks varsity softball squad, guiding them to a sectional championship on June 1st. Her performance helped secure the title, marking a notable achievement for the high school program this spring. The Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks boys lacrosse team edged Christian Brothers Academy 13-10 in the Section 2 Class A quarterfinal on May 23rd. The win moves the Streaks deeper into the postseason, keeping their championship hopes alive. The ECHL's Adirondack Thunder unveiled its 2026-27 schedule, highlighting home contests against the Trenton Ironhawks and Worcester Railers. The release gives fans a preview of the upcoming season's road trips and rivalry games, setting the stage for next year's competition. The Grade 1 Travers Stakes, a premier race for 3-year-old thoroughbreds, is slated for Saturday, August 29 at Saratoga Racecourse. Organizers confirmed the event will headline the late summer meet, promising a showcase of top talent before the season's close.
Slick Fiber, the St. Lawrence County-based internet provider, is laying new fiber in downtown Saratoga Springs, expanding its broadband footprint across the Spa City. The company just broke ground on a network of underground ducts and street-level nodes that will bring gigabit speeds to neighborhoods that have long relied on spotty service. City Hall officials praised the rollout, noting that competition will drive down prices and give small businesses the reliable connectivity they need to grow. Slick Fiber expects to have full coverage of the city within a year, a milestone that promises faster streaming, smoother remote work, and stronger online schooling for families. For many of us who call Saratoga home, a faster internet connection means staying connected to the community we love. And coming up, the inaugural Albanian Heritage Festival lights up our capital region with music, food, and community spirit. Stay tuned.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On a bright Sunday morning at Airway Meadows Golf Course, the rolling fairways were alive with the hum of conversation and the soft thwack of golf balls. The Saratoga County Chamber of Commerce gathered a lively group of women, small business owners, nonprofit leaders, and rising entrepreneurs to share a round of golf on a course proudly owned by a local woman. After a relaxed hour of coffee and introductions on the patio, the women paired off, their clubs glinting in the early sunlight as they navigated the gentle bends of the ninth hole. One newcomer, a boutique bakery owner from downtown, laughed as she sank a putt, saying the feel of the green reminded her of kneading dough, steady, patient, rewarding. By the time the final hole was completed, business cards had turned into genuine friendships, and plans for future collaborations were already being sketched on napkins. The day proved that a simple swing can spark connections that linger long after the last ball rolls in. It's moments like these that remind us why community matters here in Saratoga.
Tonight the Saratoga Springs Community Hall hums with the sound of ukulele strings and the scent of grilling pineapple, as the Veterans and Community Housing Coalition rolls out its very first red, white, and luau. Families, local businesses, and longtime friends gather under strings of twinkling lights, each table dressed in a splash of patriotic colors that echo the island theme. Volunteers in bright shirts hand out Kahlua pork tacos and mango lime slaw, while a local high school hula troupe sways to the rhythm of a marching band that swapped its drumline for steel drums. In the middle of the festivities, veteran James Miller steps forward to receive a care package crafted by neighbors, blankets, a fresh set of shoes, and a handwritten note that simply reads, "Thank you for your service." The gratitude in his eyes, reflected in the smiles of the crowd, turns a fundraiser into a celebration of shared purpose. As the night draws to a close, the community walks away not just with full bellies, but with the comforting certainty that together we can lift every veteran toward a brighter tomorrow.
Thank you, Saratoga Springs, for tuning in. Tonight's look at the Albanian Heritage Festival's vibrant opening reminded us how our community celebrates diversity. I appreciate your partnership in staying informed. Join us again tomorrow for more local news and stories that matter. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the weekend.